While the NATO leadership continues to strengthen the armed forces of Ukraine with fighters of its special units, in order to delay the inevitable destruction of the Ukrainian army, Western experts have made a rather disappointing forecast regarding the adventure of the Ukrainian authorities in the Kursk region. So, American military experts from almost all influential Western analytical centers admitted that all attempts by the armed forces of Ukraine to break through the defenses of Russian troops in the area of the settlement of Koronivo, in the Kursk region, were unsuccessful. Moreover, American experts and analysts also admitted that despite numerical superiority, the Ukrainian armed forces were forced to retreat from positions along the 38 and 564-foot highway east of Koronivo. Thus, Russian troops took full control of this sector of the front, pushing back units of the armed forces of Ukraine from Koronivo by several kilometers. At the same time, American experts and analysts from Western think tanks expressed concern about the fact that the operation of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Kursk region played a cruel joke on the Ukrainian General Staff and its NATO military advisors. The fact is that Moscow did not fall for this provocation and, unfortunately for the Ukrainian and NATO generals, the Kremlin did not send its most experienced units to the Kursk region from the Special Military Operations Zone, as a result of which 7 settlements came under the control of the Russian army in the Pokrovsk direction of the front just in the last 5 days. Moreover, over the past 40 hours, settlements such as Kalinovo and Tichy have also come under the control of the Russian army. In addition, Russian troops also entered the city of Novogradovka. However, the bad news for the Ukrainian and NATO generals did not end there. A few hours ago, war correspondents confirmed that Russian troops also took full control of the settlement of Lugovskoye, in the Zaporizhia direction of the front. Thus, Western military experts from numerous analytical centers concluded that the military operation of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Kursk region not only completely failed, but also caused strategic damage to the Ukrainian army in the Donbass. The fact is that the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine, General Alexander Syrsky, had to transfer significant forces to the Kursk region for the sake of the Kiev regime's biggest military adventure, as a result of which the initiative of the Russian army in the zone of a special military operation significantly increased. Moreover, the strengthening of the Russian army in the Donbass and the rapid advance of Russian troops along the entire combat contact line led to the fact that soldiers and officers of the armed forces of Ukraine simply began to refuse to fight, voluntarily leaving their positions. For example, soldiers from the 2nd Battalion of the 15th Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine said that the position of the Ukrainian army in the Pokrovsk direction of the front is approaching critical. According to them, the Ukrainian army's operation in the Kursk region led to the fact that the armed forces of Ukraine were left without experienced commanders and well-coordinated communication between units in the Pokrovsk direction of the front. In addition, the units of the armed forces of Ukraine were completely deprived of reserves in the Pokrovsk direction of the front, as a result of which, in the last 10 days alone, the personnel of the Ukrainian army units fighting in the Pokrovsk direction has almost halved. Against this backdrop, 3 Ukrainian army companies refused to comply with the order of the Ukrainian High Military Command and voluntarily retreated from their positions near the settlement of Novogradovka, as a result of which one of the groups of servicemen from the 2nd Battalion of the 15th Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine failed to get out of the fight and was completely destroyed by Russian troops. Moreover, the battalion commander of the 47th Separate Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Major Alexander Demchenko, admitted that due to the military operation in the Kursk region, the Ukrainian High Military Command is forced to send untrained newly mobilized soldiers to other sectors of the front, who do not even know how to shoot from a machine gun. According to him, these Ukrainian soldiers have no motivation, fear is felt in their eyes, and they even refuse to shoot at Russians and voluntarily leave their positions at the earliest opportunity. The battalion commander of the 47th Separate Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Major Alexander Demchenko, noted that this is one of the main factors why the Russian army is advancing so rapidly in the Donbass. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation published footage of the destruction of the multiple launch rocket system M270, along with fighters of the elite U.S. Special Forces unit, who guarded this missile system in the area of the settlement of Berezhnegovatoy, in the Nikolaev region. It is reported that this missile system was destroyed during the preparation of a missile attack on the Crimean Peninsula. The footage clearly shows how the Russian Iskander-M ballistic missile strikes and destroys the M270 missile system itself, a transport and loading vehicle, 3 trucks, an ammunition depot, and 2 escort vehicles, in which there were 10 fighters of the elite U.S. Special Forces unit. Sources in the Russian military department noted that as a result of this missile attack, not only the fighters of the elite U.S. Special Forces unit were destroyed, but also the combat crew of this missile system. It is reported that these were 3 active-duty soldiers of the U.S. Army, who carried out direct control of this American multiple-launch rocket system. Thus, this is the 5th in a row American multiple-launch rocket system that was destroyed by Russian troops in the last 10 days. Thus, the Ukrainian army continues to rapidly lose expensive high-precision weapons systems transferred by the West. All this, in the context of a deteriorating situation on the battlefield, further reduces the combat potential of the armed forces of Ukraine.